Biking the Going to the Sun Road, paddling on the gorgeous Lake Macdonald, and hiking through the mountains. There's nothing better than this perfect spring weekend in Glacier National Park.
Dylan and I are in Glacier for the weekend, which is one of our all-time favorite parks. Unfortunately, there are a bunch of wildfires in Alberta, Canada. So right now it is completely smoky. Like the AQI or the health index is pretty low. We were supposed to bike tomorrow. I had already reserved the bikes to go on the Going to the Sun Road. Luckily they let me move them to Sunday. It is supposed to clear up. So we are hoping that we get to explore. But right now it's just like hazy and a mess. Also, we are continuing the drive up north towards Alberta and Alaska, which means we might get a little smoked out. Obviously, we're going to pay attention to those, but hopefully we can still have an awesome weekend in Glacier because we love it here.
There's no one like you, my little girl. Your eyes so blue under those brown curls. Soon you're on your way. Promise me that you know the world is yours. Strike them with your glow. Go on now, be good, be fine. Live your life, dream big, don't forget.
Right. We've made it to Glacier in our campground. It is still a week before reservations are required. We were able to snag a spot. There's actually tons of free spots. I think that's because there is smoke, like I said before, so maybe if you're local, you decided you weren't going to come this weekend, but we got a nice campsite. Look at that view. We're going to settle in for the night and do some exploring tomorrow. So far, so good. It looks like it's clearing up. I'm feeling pretty good about this. All right, we're up and kicking. Kind of. I'm in a very good mood because the smoke has gone down. It's now at like 65 or something, which is moderate, means you can go outside, you can exercise, and it's supposed to go away tomorrow. So we are on the east side of the park, St. Mary's and stuff, and we're gonna see what we can try and do while we're here. Who knows what's open because we're early May, which means it's pretty early for Glacier. But we're gonna get, maybe we'll see some animals, maybe we'll get some hikes in. We'll just see. So we got to the road closure on the east side. You can hike 2 miles further, but I think we're gonna go try and do hiking to St. Mary Falls instead, because that's more of a hike. And it's beautiful out right now. I'm really wet if you can't tell.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's really cold, but it was so cool. It was gushing. We're now heading back down the trail. Dylan and I saw a bunch of people parked at this trailhead, and it's for Grinnell Glacier. I don't think that's open, but on the way you can get to Josephine Lake and Swift Current Lake. We're just gonna hike as far as we can because it is my dream to get to Grinnell Glacier, but I don't think that's possible right now. But only time will tell. So it is closed after 3 miles, so we'll just see as far as we can get. Dylan's got the bear spray out, and we're on this hike because people have said they saw a bear and it was following them. We haven't seen anything yet. They're honestly scaring us more than the bear does, but we have bear spray. And we're gonna keep making noise. We don't have bear bells, but okay. We met up with some other people on the trail to stay safe from the Grizzly, so feeling much better en route. There used to be a bridge right there, but not anymore. So someone said that you can go across on trees. We'll see. If we make it, if we don't make it, we'll turn around. I'm not too worried about it. It's beautiful. We made it across the river, back onto the snow. Only a couple, 0.2 or so, maybe 0.3 left to the lake. We didn't see any bears, but we had a few bear scares. But we had to trudge through the snow and over a river. Worth it. How do your feet feel?
Cold.
You gonna go all the way in?
No.
We're back from our hike. So originally we walked in.
Oh, we drove past.
Yeah. We drove past and I was like, oh no, there's tons of cars in there. There must be a good hike. And it was a Grinnell Lake, and I've always wanted to do Grinnell Lake, but I was like, it's May. There's no way we can get all the way there.
So you checked it out.
Yeah.
It seemed like people were doing the hike, so we thought, let's just do some of the hike. There's
Yeah.
a couple different stops along the way that we could stop at and turn back.
Yeah, we were like, we'll just go as far as we can. So we packed a bunch of water, and we had our bear spray, and we were all good to go. We get on the trail, and immediately people are like, there's a grizzly. It's been following us this whole time.
Like 4 or 5 different groups that we walked past were walking back towards the parking lot,
Yeah.
saying that they encountered a bear very closely.
And that
they
they were a
like
little
making
scared.
noise,
Yeah.
and they had their bear spray ready and things like that.
So we ended up, we were like, we're gonna keep going, but then Dylan and I were so scared that we were barely moving and like being really nervous, and we're like, should we turn around? We're going too slow to make it anywhere. That was like less than a mile into the trail. But then some people that had turned around came back because they're like, we saw you going down the trail and we figured if you're going, we'll go with you. So then 5 of us hiked the trail all the way to Grinnell Lake together. There was a bridge out. We had to walk on snow. We had to forge on a tree across the river. And we all made it to Grinnell Lake. And that was a bucket list hike of mine. We didn't see a single bear the whole time, even though we saw a bear scat. We heard about bears.
We saw like fresh bear scat.
We saw fresh bear scat. But amazing time. And now we're dead because we've hiked over 10 miles. So time to go drive and find a spot for the night to sleep.
Yep.
Peace out.
All right, I just drove for 2 hours from the east side to the west side. And we
You know what
said
that means.
we need food now. So this is Domino's. And
And Domino's a great deal, you know? We got this and some like wings, and it was like 12 to 15 bucks for both. So you do what you gotta do. But the pan pizza is a move. So we just woke up. We had a great free campsite last night, and today we are going to go biking. We rented e-bikes because, well, they recommend it. Also, I'm not a great biker. We're gonna bike the Going to the Sun Road where it's closed to cars. I'm very excited. Okay, so we got our watercraft inspected. We have our bikes on our rack. We're finally ready to go. We want to go paddleboarding today in Lake Macdonald, so that's why we got our watercraft inspected. We had to rent a life jacket because you have to have a life jacket to go on the boats in Glacier, or paddleboards or whatever, which makes sense. Safety first. But now we're heading towards the Going to the Sun Road and then onward to biking. So you can only park up to Avalanche Lake, so it's clearly packed here, but the campground is not open yet, so everyone is just parking in the campsites, which is kind of nice because that means there's a lot more space for people to park.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
I'm so happy we rented bikes. I'm so happy. Look at this.
If you're going to Glacier in the spring, then you must bike the Going to the Sun Road. Biking the road while there's no other cars on it, with gorgeous waterfalls and stunning views all around you, was one of the most memorable experiences that I've ever had. I truly felt euphoric the entire time.
We've made it. Oh, look at that. We've made it 7 miles in. The e-bike definitely helped with the uphill. Look how far up we are. This is a sick experience.
There's nothing like feeling the sun on your face and the wind in your hair as you bike up with magnificent mountains all around you. We loved feeling the fresh water hit our face, and it was truly uncomparable to driving this road, which I've done in the past. So if there's something that you need to add to your bucket list, it is definitely biking the Going to the Sun Road.
Okay, we've gone 10.6 miles. Unfortunately, my watch hasn't been recording for 2 miles, but it's okay. Oh, look rough. We've got like 2.5 more miles to go. Amazing.
Going to the Sun Road connects the east side of Glacier to the west side of Glacier, and it's only open to cars for a couple months out of the year because of the heavy snowfall. When it's closed to cars, bikes are welcome to go on in the spring. This road climbs thousands of feet all the way up to Logan Pass, the highest point on the road, which opens later in the summer.
I accidentally paused mine, but this is the end. People said it's like almost 13 miles exactly. And there's Dylan.
Of course, the ride down the mountain went a lot faster than the ride up the mountain, but it was also just as memorable. We simply flew and had the best time. If you want to go next spring to see this lovely landscape with the beautiful waterfalls, you can rent bikes or bring your own, and make sure to check the road schedule, which changes frequently due to snowfall, construction, and other things like that. It was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and I'll truly never forget it.
And we made it back to Vinny. How many miles? Like
26.
26 miles later, 2,000 feet of elevation gain, more than 2,000 feet. And we've decided we're not gonna hike.
Yeah, no.
No.
Highly recommend the e-bikes. They were very fun.
The e-bikes are so fun. If you are not a strong biker, or even if you are, like at the end, it just gives you that oomph that you need to make it to the top.
Yeah, we really just used it for like the
very
steeper
yeah.
climbs, and otherwise it was a blast. I mean, the bike is heavier, but whatever.
Yeah, we just worked out a little more on the flats. Some well-earned leftover pizza. While we're in between, we just had lunch, going up a paddleboard. I'm going to marinate some chicken for tonight. That is the helpful thing about having your van when you're traveling. It's your home. You can just take some chicken. Don't worry, I washed my hands. And get ready for dinner. All right, we've got marinated chicken, and Dylan's about to get out on that paddleboard. Dylan and I went paddleboarding, but it's actually super hot out, which means I'm gonna jump in the water. And I'm very excited. 3, 2, 1. I'm trying, sorry. Oh my gosh. Woo! Where are you? Oh, there you are. Dylan went in too because we're not gonna get showers for a while.
There's nothing to end the perfect weekend in Glacier like some fresh huckleberry ice cream while looking out at Lake Macdonald. After this, we hit the road again to head to our next camp spot further north in the park.
Campsite for the night. Can't complain. By the river. This is beautiful.
It was such a peaceful way to end our weekend in Glacier National Park up in Polebridge, which is in a little bit of a remote area of Glacier, but it's one of the most beautiful areas if you want to get out and have some peace.
Ending our time in Glacier by getting some bear claws and some other pastries from Polebridge Mercantile. We were recommended this place a year ago. We just made it. That sausage thing is so good. We haven't tried these yet, but everything looks great.
Make sure to like and subscribe so you can follow along while we do more bucket list adventures and finally make our way to Alaska, the last frontier.